Russia's Wagner Group, a private army, is spearheading much of the fighting for the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut. Many of its mercenaries have been recruited from Russian prisons. Wagner is blamed for widespread atrocities in Ukraine, torturing and killing prisoners of war and civilians, including children, accusations it denies. Members of the group, including its leader Yevgeny Prigozhin, are already subject to US, European Union and British sanctions. Wagner operates closely with the Russian state. It opened this military technology centre in St. Petersburg last year. Britain has been building a legal case to designate Wagner as a terrorist organisation, according to the Times of London newspaper. Belonging to or promoting Wagner or even displaying its logo would become a criminal offence.
It may deter companies maybe to do business with Wagner, but it's doubtful what effect it will have, because Wagner is getting their financial resources not so much from Europe, but from their activities that they are carrying out, their illegal activities in Africa. So what could be the benefits? Yeah, it is maybe more symbolic.
Wagner mercenaries have operated in Syria and several African countries, including Libya, the Central African Republic, Mali and Sudan, typically offering governments security services in return for access to mineral wealth and support for Russia's geopolitical aims. In March 2022, around 300 civilians died in an attack on the Malian town of Moura, which was then controlled by jihadist forces. Speaking at the time, witnesses accused Malian forces and Russian Wagner fighters of summary executions, which Mali denied.
The
Malian army came with a lot of white men. We can call them Russians. They didn't understand one another. They took 15 to 20 people. They lined them up about 100 meters from us. They made them kneel down, and they shot them.
The French Parliament voted Tuesday to designate the Wagner Group as a terrorist entity in a non-binding resolution, adding pressure on the European Union to take action. In Washington, a bipartisan group of lawmakers is pushing for the United States to classify Wagner as a foreign terrorist organization. The US Attorney General said in March he would not object to the move.
In the US, if they would be designated as a terrorist group, it would have the most far-reaching consequences, as anyone who would be providing material support to the Wagner Group could also face criminal prosecution. So that would mean that states or certain government officials from African states who would be engaging with Wagner could be liable for criminal prosecutions.
The Times report said Britain could designate Wagner as a terrorist group within weeks. The British government declined to comment. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.